Hello and welcome to the Time Machine. Let's go back to the 50s and 60s to see the Golden Grand Strand in all its glory. Oh, there we go.
But to most folks, vacation time means summertime. Brilliant days, warm sun and blue skies, carefree hours of leisure on the
If you know which pier that is, let me know, because I'm curious.
Fabulous beaches. Thousands of families come here to famous Myrtle Beach to spend weekends, a month, or a whole summer. In
The Ocean Forest Hotel. This hotel was a landmark for so many years. Until, like most things around here, they tore it down.
Only 40 miles offshore, Myrtle Beach has become more and more a year-round resort.
Oh, I hear it. There it goes. Okay, where are we going now? Hey! Brookgreen Gardens, what do you know? 1963. That was just a couple days ago. Now this statue here, if you go there today, it's actually covered in silver. It's no longer its natural stone. And those steps leading up to it have been removed. There's now a fountain that runs the front and back side of the statue. And look at that car coming around the corner. There we go. That's a classic. That fountain right there has a memorial for Theodosia Burr Alston. The same Burr as, Burr, the guy who shot Alexander Hamilton, his daughter. Anyway, there's a little memorial for her next to that fountain. It's still there today. And with that in mind, if you're looking at a lot of these locations in this video, 1963, not much has changed. You go out there today, this is the row of the live oak trees. They're a little bit bigger nowadays, but it's still basically the same garden. This area changed a little bit. That water in the middle is now a linear fountain that runs down this corridor. Still holds water, still has statues on display. It's very interesting that almost 60 years later, you could take your family here and have the same experience that another family had in the 60s. Kind of blows my mind. From what I can tell, what I've seen in this footage, the statues shown here are still there today. If you see any statues that aren't present nowadays, comment down below, let me know. Next time I'm out at Brookgreen, I might venture around and try to locate each of these and see what's still sticking around. Now that one for sure, that is one of the centerpieces of Brookgreen. That is a wonderful, wonderful sculpture, especially when it's lit at night. Oh, you know what that means. Oh, here we are. 1965, the Ocean Forest Hotel. We saw this hotel earlier in the footage from the 50s, from the ocean side of the hotel. And now we're gonna hop, skip, and jump over to Highway 17. There's that Volkswagen Beetle that just went by. The Coral Sands Hotel Court. Whoa! Oh, we're glitching out. Here we go. We got some postcards. 1952, Coral Sands Hotel Court. This is, from what I understand, has no relationship to the Coral Sands Motel that's on Ocean Boulevard today. If I'm wrong, comment down below. Let me know. Oh, here we go. Another postcard. Sorry about that. Time machine's a little glitchy. Now, the pamphlet for the Coral Sands Hotel Court says it adjoins a restaurant called the Pink House. It's actually Pink House Restaurant and Motel. As long as I can get this time machine to work, let's see if we can hop over there next. But in the meantime, here's a pamphlet, postcard style brochure, if you will, for the Coral Sands Court. I dig that font. Bring that back. Oh, here we go. Bam. Okay. Everything you desire. Play, eat, or relax. Let's see, what do they offer? They've got tennis, they've got lounging, they've got golf and fishing. They got central heat. in the fastest growing playground in the South, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let's see if we can get some footage of this place. All right, there we go. Here's some footage from 65. Looks like playing some shuffleboard over there. They got a pool in the background. All right, I'm interested in that Pink House restaurant. Let's see if we can get over there. No, I don't think this is it. Nope, we took a hop, skip, and a jump a little too far. This is Lake Arrowhead. So let's try this again. Let's hit the knobs, kick the side of the machine. There we go. Pink House Square. This was a really interesting, whoa now, come back. Really interesting place. Here's a postcard of it. It was a restaurant and hotel that was themed off of Williamsburg, Virginia. If you're familiar with Williamsburg, Virginia, you may recognize some of the architecture of the exterior of this building. Now here's one of the dining rooms in the Pink House. Now I called this a hotel earlier. Really, it's more of a distinctive inn. It overlooks the ocean. It was known for having really good dining, which this postcard brings up a question. Is that a mirror on the wall, or is that a painting of the guy standing in front of the fireplace? I can't tell. I kind of hope it's a painting, because that'd be cool. Anyway, it was a miniature Williamsburg. It was about 5 acres, and it consisted of a large manor house, which had the restaurant in it, and 6 adjoining small homes that were replicas. This is what I'm talking about. If you've been to Williamsburg, you might recognize that facade right there. And going back to these small homes, you could rent them out if you were an exclusive guest. You'd have to have a reservation, and it wasn't something you could just roll up and get a room at any given time. Oh, this time machine is all over the place. Aha! Hawaiian Village. I've talked about this place before. I visited the site once. This place seems super cool. Check it out. They had a river that flowed through the middle of it with little bridges, went back and forth, and this was in the main dining space. Ooh, we're glitching out here. Now this address, you might think, hey, I know this, 39th Avenue and 17 Business. This is actually was located in the shopping center that's on the corner of 38th and 17. There's a mini golf on the corner and a Hooters, of all things, located where they used to hold luau's. So next time you're in that shopping plaza, just remember that hula girls used to dance there, and there used to be a restaurant with a river flowing through it. Nowadays, it's a parking lot in that specific location. So if you visited here when you were younger, you may recognize this place. I myself don't. This was before my time. Here's what I was talking about. Village Square Shopping Center, accurately named due to Hawaiian Village being at that location. Only 2 blocks from the beach. Ah, the Hawaiian Village. Check out the roof line of that building and that car. Modern architects don't have the guts to propose something like that around here. But I will say we do have a giant gorilla on top of one of our buildings. Mammy's Kitchen. This place is a staple. Even back in '65, people loved this place. Now, if you go back on the channel, I did a whole history video about Mammy's Kitchen. I'll put a link to it in the description. But since it's 1965, let's sit down and get ourselves a 90-cent hamburger. Look at this menu. Inflation has taken over, hasn't it? Let's see, sliced turkey, $2. Shrimp platter, $2.50. My kind of prices. What can we order to go? Bucket of chicken, $4.95. Can't beat that deal. Oh, where are we going next? Hey, you can't go to Myrtle Beach without mini golf. Come on, time machine. There we go. Wacky Golf. Now, there were 2 of these back in the 60s. One in Windy Hill and one in Myrtle Beach. I believe the time machine's taking us to the Myrtle Beach location. Again, this was before my time, guys, so if any of you visited Wacky Golf as a kid, comment down below, let me know, because this place looks legit, especially for the 60s. It's a mini golf course with animatronics. Like, for the time, that's amazing. I tried to do a little research and figure out where this actually was. And from what I can tell, on 17 Business South, 2101, 17 Business South, there is a Cancun Lagoon Adventure mini golf. So I believe that's where this sat. If I'm wrong, please correct me, because I didn't find any legitimate proof to back that up. But there it is. From this angle, it doesn't look like much, but some of these video clips that you're going to see momentarily make it look pretty darn cool. Let's turn the knobs on the old machine, and here we are. Wacky Golf, Myrtle Beach. Thunder lizards, giant shoes, all sorts of crazy mini golf obstacles. Now this was 65. Was mini golf as prevalent back in the 60s as it is today? Nowadays, you trip over a mini golf course every other block. They're everywhere. Back then, what were they as dense in the area? If you lived here in the 60s or visited, let me know, because I'm curious, because there's not a lot of photos and footage for me to go back to and check on the actual quantity of mini golfs. Uh-oh, we've even got Donald Duck. And yes, that turtle is an animatronic. Look at that. Back in the 60s, that probably blew the kids' minds to see stuff like that. Oh, alright, it's broken. It's out of fuel. We're done. Thank you for joining me. Going back to the 50s really quick, and then the 60s. Checking out Myrtle Beach back in the day, almost 60 years ago. If any of these locations were familiar to you, comment down below, let me know. I'm curious to get the perspective of someone who actually visited here back in the 60s. How much has it changed? What do you remember about it? Leave a comment. Let me know. Okay, now we're really out of fuel. Look at that. Black screen. How often do you see that? Alright guys, everyone, stay safe, take it easy, and I'll see you again once I get this time machine fueled back up.